Hello YouTube, this is Ojamadabomb. If you can hear any noise in the background there, that's Fluffy Blade Rabbit doing something near a sink. Urge to resist. Kitchen joke. Yeah, it's gone. Right, anyway, this is the deck on the... I'm sorry about the glare, ladles and jelly spoons. Let's just see if I can turn that down. There we go. This is my Hieratic deck profile. I believe I owe the Heretics a little bit of an explanation before I go through them, in case any of you do not know what the Heretics do. Heretics are a special summon archetype that spam the field tremendously with cards that can lock down the spells and traps. And monster, not spells and traps, monster effects. I don't know why I said spells and traps. Spells and traps are kind of their weakness. Every Hieratic near enough has the ability to special summon a normal dragon type monster from your hand, deck or graveyard. So unless your opponent banishes it with something like Chain Disappearance, there's no way they can stop you getting to it. It's got a lot of hate, like the back row. It's got a back row hate, it's got monster hate. But there are two main variants. You've got this the 6 spam variant and the 8 spam variant. I'm going for a different variant, which I'm not entirely sure exists. Well, if it doesn't, it does now, which is the more control variant. It's more focused on conserving your summons and just focusing on taking shit out. So, for the monsters, this is going to be done in 4 different types, by the way. 4 different types. It's going to be monsters, vanillas, spells, then traps. For the monsters, the effect monsters at least, running 3 Tefnu. Tefnu is the cyber dragon of the deck, but he cannot attack the turn he activates he's summoned via his own effect. So it's a little bit of a downer, but he still does work brilliantly. Next up, let me just grab this 3 of them. We have 3 Hieratic Dragon of Aset. Aset is the normal summonable monster out of the Heretics, but with the Heretics, well, this one, its attack points drop to 1,000 if it's normal summoned without tribute, which it can be, and well, it's got the standard Hieratic effect. But also, it can copy the level of one normal type dragon monster or one normal dragon type monster on the field, and all Heretics you control become that level. So, if you bring him out after you've gone for a couple of level 6s, you can turn him into a level 6 as well. So it works. And it's quite handy, it starts combos off. Next we have 3 Hieratic Dragon of Su. Hieratic Dragon of Su is the back row hate. You can special summon him by using one face up Hieratic, while tributing him. So no matter what, the Heretics are going to get their effects off, because they all revolve around being tributed, so you can use things like Horn of Heaven, Enemy Controller, everything. He contribute 1 Hieratic in your hand or on the field, or on your side of the field, to block 1 spell or trap your opponent controls, which is quite handy. If priority was still around, these guys would go nuts. That's it for the key Heretics that I run. The main other support card is this guy. 2 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragons. Some people prefer to run it at 3, I run it at 2 because it's a lot easier. You should know what he does, but in case you don't know, he can be special summoned by banishing 1 dragon you control, even if you take control of one of your opponents, a little bit of a bonus. And he can special summon 1 dragon type monster from the hand or the graveyard if he special summons, well, if he wants to, which is cool. But usually when you have him on the field, I wouldn't recommend overextending, because your opponent's probably going to have a torrential tribute down. Okay, next, ladles and jelly spoons. We have this guy. 2 Hieratic Dragon of Gabib. I call it Gabib because it's a lot easier and it sounds cool. Gabib, Gabib, Gabib. Yeah, they'll all get in your head soon. He's a level 4 normal summonable monster, and when he destroys a monster by battle, he can special summon 1 dragon normal type monster. But when he is tributed, he summons 1 Hieratic, normal type. So more used for the level 8 spam variant, but I use him because he's an 1800 point beta and he's normal summonable, and he's a light, and if I want to go for Red Eyes and go for a massive combo, I can. We have 1 Honest, staple, because near enough 90% of, actually 99% of the monsters you have in here are light. 1 Gauze, staple. 1 Neo-Spacian Grand Mole, not a staple, not even meant to belong in the deck, but I use it because I took off half of someone's life points before by using this 1 card. So, it's okay. That's it for the effect monsters. For the vanillas, I run 2 Alexandrite Dragons, because the Alexandrite Dragons are 2000k vanilla beat sticks, special summonable by Hieratic effects in case you want to go for level 8s. Well, not level 8s, level 4s like Utopia and Gemnite Pearl. But it's a good way to start the duel off as well, because not many cards can run over this, especially on first turn. Run 1 Watt-tailed Dragon, level 6, 2500 point beta, if you can special summon it by other means apart from Hieratic. And 1 Luster Dragon 2. Some people have been telling me to run 3 Luster Dragon, well, 3 Watt-tailed Dragons or 3 Luster Dragons. I go for 1 of each because I'm thinking about putting in a Meteor Dragon, just because, well, with this, it is absolutely pointless to run 3 of the same name, because with Chain Disappearance and still at 3 and still at large, this screws them up. Because any normal Dragon type monster special summoned by a Hieratic effect has its attack and defense dropped to to 0. So it will screw you up. Next we have the spells. The spells I run are 3 Hieratic Seal Convocation. This is the rotor of the deck. It allows you to add 1 Hieratic from your deck to your hand. It's very good. Always run it at 3 in case you don't open up with the monsters that you prefer at first hand. Then, for the rest of the spells, most of these are just going to be staples. 3 MST. It is an MST format. Run them. Especially in Heretics, because Light Imprison the Mirror and Mask of Restrict screws you up. 1 Dark Hole. 1 Monster Reborn. 1 Heavy Storm. 1 Book of Moon. 1 Pot of Avarice. Pot of Avarice is more of a tech card for me in case if I go off on one on this deck, I bring out Gaia Dragoon, Thunder Charger. Well, Gaia Drag, it's meant to be Thunderclap Knight, but we changed it to Gaia Dragon, I don't know why. If I get that, a Red Eyes and a Photon Streak Bouncer, that's immediate use to be able to use this card. So I do run it, and I recommend you do too. It's not so good early game, brilliant a bit more late game. Gives you the game-changing abilities. 3 Compulse. It's a 3 Compulse format now that priority is gone. You can special summon to the nuts if you want. And, well, if you're going against Insectors, they can go Dragonfly, any response, Compulse, flip them the rod. It works. Then, a new card in this deck. 3 Fiendish Chain. One of them is a Star Foil, as you can see there. I got these out of the Epic Dawn, Battle Pack Epic Dawn. Basically, if you don't know what this card does, you can target a face-up effect monster and negate its effect. I think it's just effect monster. Yep, 1 effect monster, negate its effect, and it cannot declare an attack. And if it is destroyed, this card's destroyed. So if it's bounced or something like that, it doesn't really help. But this 3 Fiendish Chain is good in a control variant deck. 2 Solemn Warning, which is staple. I'm thinking about trying to put in a Judgment. I know I said I'll never use it, but it seems like this format requires a Judgment. 2 Dimensional Prison, because it's just boss. And I should have another card around here somewhere, but I don't know where it's gone. I appear to have lost one of my cards. Okay, it's actually gone. Unless it's hiding underneath my playmat. No, it doesn't appear to be. Well, the other one was a Mirror Force, but it appears to have disappeared. So, just for the purposes of this, I'm going to show you this one. There you go, Mirror Force. I think this is reversed to what you can see me as. This should be my left hand. If you're seeing it as my right hand, then yeah, this has been reversed. Right, if you're seeing it on the comments, or the recommended video side, yeah, this is reversed. No, it isn't reversed. I don't know, it's really confusing. For the extra deck, we're going to do this in rank order. 1 Gemnite Pearl. I got it out of the battle pack. It's not the Starfall variant, it's the glossy white rare variant. And it's a 2600 point beta. Enough said. Runs over. If your opponent goes first turn Leviathan Dragon, this runs over it. So it's all good. Running 2 Utopia, number 39, because it is boss. It stalls for a couple of turns, it gets you the plays you need. It can, if you get both of them out on the field, you can stall for 4 turns, and it just really helps, you know, survive. 1 Adrius, Keeper of Armageddon. This is the Starfoil variant, if I can just, there it is. See, shiny, shiny, all sparkly and pretty. This one is just once per turn, detach a material from this card to target 1 face-up card your opponent controls and destroy it. Gets rid of BLS, gets rid of other stuff. It just helps with the, you know, I want to get over your beatstick monsters. We're running 3 Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Chargers. The only reason I run 3 is because most of the time I can go into all 3 within like 5 turns. It's a 2600 point piercer, can be overlaid by using a rank 5 or 6 monster. So after Aegis has had his fun or whatever, I can go into a piercer with it. With pretty much any of the deck, once it's had its fun, I can go into a piercer with it. And it just really is beneficial to have in the deck. This just saves anything, well, apart from Utopia and rank 4s. 3 Hieratic Dragon of Atom. Atom is the special summonable one. It's a 2400 point beta, and you can detach 1 material to special summon 1 dragon from your deck. But its attack and defense will drop to 0, which is usually red eyes you go for. But it cannot attack the turn you declare its effect, or use its effect, hence the reason why you take this with you. It just works. Running 3, number 25 is this? Yeah, 25 Focus Force, or Force Focus, is a 2800 point beta and can negate passive effects, which I actually prefer. I will run these because there are 2 Marshmallows out there, Spirit Reapers, the lot and everything, and this card just works. So I prefer to run these in case I don't have anything else left to use, and I get stuck behind a Marshmallow. And finally, 2 Photon Streak Bouncer. Some people are saying to run this at 1 because you probably won't need it that often, but in my experience you always run this at 2. Because there have been many times in duels where I've gone into 1, used this up as things, and then boom, I needed a second one, and that's only about 10 turns in. That's mine and my opponent's turns. I've needed it, it wasn't there, well it was there because I always run it at 2, but if I didn't have it, then I'll be screwed over for the rest of the game. It's good against Insectors, it's good against, it's good against Rabbit to use against Tour Guide and Lagia effects and so on and so forth. You can even use it against a Dolka, hey. But it's fun. So that is pretty much the deck profile, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And just let me know if you've got any ideas of what else I can put in to make it more consistent. I hope to put up a playtest of this soon, but may not be able to, so who knows. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, you can expect to see a trade binder video next, I think. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, it's Ojamadabomb signing out, saying peace and love. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, please. Thank you.